was the best.
She said just like this. Now, this may not be what was coming out of her mouth, but this is what her body was saying. And then she said her name correctly.
Yeah.
Yes,
And you
she
notice
did.
he didn't say it at all.
Oh my gosh. Of course, the bitches from The View loved Kamala's or Kamala, Camel Harris, Camel Toe Harris, Kamala Harris, whatever you want to call her. They were fiending over her debate performance. Yeah, they were obsessed. She couldn't have done better. She destroyed Trump. She really showed him, right? Yeah, obviously that's not true. Obviously, Trump actually did good. I think it was one of his best debate performances. I mean, obviously the one with him and Hillary and those mic drop moments were the best. But anyways, today we will be hating on the bitches from The View. We love to do this. This audience, this is what we do here. We love to do this together. Gosh, these women are so annoying. I mean, women already, right off the bat, are annoying, but these ones take the cake. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my channel. Been growing. I've been loving it. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel. I post new videos every single day. And as soon as I'm done with my move, I will be back to posting 2 new videos every single day, maybe sooner than you think. And yeah, let's get into it, guys.
Now, I have to pivot and talk about what happened. Because there was a booty whooping last evening.
Right.
And I have to say, I was quite relieved.
And delighted.
Quite relieved, because last night was the first and possibly last presidential debate between Vice President Harris and you-know-who. And
Wow. And you know who? What is he, Voldemort? You can't say his name now, Whoopi? Gosh. They just love to demonize him, don't they? Literally, their hate for him makes me love him more.
clearly, Vice President Harris kicked some butt.
Clearly, you must be an idiot if that's what you think. And of course, she is an idiot. She's a big black idiot. Her hair is black, you know what I mean? You know?
She did. She called you-know-who out for kissing up to dictators, killing the immigration bill, having no health care plan, and spewing lies about post-birth abortion, which, to be clear, is illegal everywhere.
No fake news. There's loopholes in the legal system, you stupid bitch. There are. What are the loopholes, you may ask? Well, yes, it may be illegal, but unless it affects the mother's health. And under the health umbrella, it includes mental health. So if she's bullied and she thinks that this is too much, she can't handle it, that's considered due to health reasons. So yeah, of course, she doesn't care. The more abortions, the merrier. She loves it. Disgusting.
You cannot have, yes, you can. Well, that's the whole point. You cannot have a baby and then have doctors sitting around talking about whether they're going to kill it. No, that doesn't happen in this country.
I wish.
Or any country that I have ever heard of. So, but I guess his strategy was to double down on the crazy.
Yeah.
You think I'm kidding? Take a look.
What they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating.
Oh my gosh, guys. I can't, my husband actually had to text me yesterday and said, do not go on Twitter today because he knows I don't want to see, dead animals or any of that. That makes me very sad. Don't want to see it. And we're cat people in this family. Comment below. Are you a dog or a cat person? But why is she laughing? Is that funny? Is that funny, Kamala? Gosh, she loves putting weird certain objects in her mouth, mainly, a man's third leg. But, maybe she's going to dabble into animals. I don't know. In the name of woke, right? Who knows? Who the freak knows?
They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Bitch, is that funny? You sick bitch?
You talk about extreme.
Wait, hold up, bitch. Isn't that what's happening? Isn't that what's happening?
when that came on last night, my dog Bernie hid under the bed. He was so scared. They have a picture.
Haha, you're so funny, Joy.
Look how scared that poor boy was. Look, doesn't he look scared? But she was so tough on him. That was almost like elder abuse. Like I was watching.
Oh my gosh. All of a sudden, they're going to be making all these Trump is so old, he's senile jokes. Right. But that didn't matter when you had Joe Biden, right? Because you guys love to gaslight the American people saying, no, he's fine. You guys are crazy. These are conspiracy theorists. Trump's just as old. And then it was highlighted it was put under a microscope to what extent Joe Biden's mind is gone and senile, that they had to literally repeal and replace his ass with a whore. Insane. Just, I'm speechless.
A woman kicked the boobie out of a man.
Oh, of course it's about, this woman, she beat him. It's this feminist, like, all men are trash. Us girls against the guys. Yeah, I love that she whooped his ass. Shut up.
Sort of like painful to watch in a way. The boobie?
I mean, she objectively won the night.
Who is this a real audience? Are they actually laughing at these bitches? It must be fake. It has to be.
Republicans are saying it. Fox News is saying it. Yeah. And as I predicted, he melted down within the first few minutes.
You sure did.
She laid traps for him, and he flopped right into them. Yeah. On the issue he should have been strongest on, border security, he ended up talking about his rallies and how they're actually great and nobody leaves. And I want to say this. If this was a traditional Republican president or traditional presidential cycle, you had Mitt Romney against Kamala Harris, I'd be saying, listen, she should have talked more about why she was for defund the police and isn't now, why she was for Medicare for all and isn't now. But nothing about this is traditional. These are some of the things he said. Yes, migrants are eating animals. He defended the January 6 rioters. He praised Viktor Orban. He wouldn't say that Ukraine should win the war against Russia. Yeah. And the best of all, he was asked if he has a health care plan after being president for 4 years, out of office for 4, and he said, I have concepts of a plan. That's what you say when you have nothing prepared.
He's been trying to fix that for 10 years.
I hope that I think the mask started to slip even with MAGA supporters. If you can't get through a 90-minute debate, how can you get through 4 years of being president?
Well, he can't get through 4 years because he couldn't get through the 90 minutes. And I had said from the very beginning that I liked the matchup of a prosecutor and a felon, right? I like that.
And that's the framing that the left is going with. We have Prosecutor Harris, she's going to go get the bad guys because, they really care about criminals when they praise George Floyd, but that's a whole other point. But Trump, he is a convicted felon. He's a criminal. I love this little contrast. It's like, yeah, maybe because your party is in power and they literally prosecute and go after their enemies, and the Republican Party are full of a bunch of pansies that don't do anything and have some principles that their enemies don't care to follow. So, but of course she doesn't see that. Of course.
What you saw was that you saw Kamala Harris prosecuting a case. I remember when I was a prosecutor, I had a lot of difficulty pointing to the defendant and saying, this man did this. And the chief of my division said, if you can't point to the man and say that he did it, the jury won't point to that man and say he did it.
Yeah.
So she pointed at him and told him over and over and over again and said it to his face. Yeah. And he could not look at her.
He was rattled.
No,
and
he was rattled.
He was sweating like
Oh my gosh, it seems like they're getting aroused over this. Like they are like turned on over this situation. It's weird. They're like so excited. She showed him. It's the feminist thing. Right.
Can I just say this? The great thing was that Hillary Clinton said that he could be baited.
And she baited
it. She said, clearly he's having a very difficult time processing that he was fired by 81 million voters.
Yes.
Okay, bitch, at least he was hired in the first place. And yeah, I mean, it sucks when the election might have, I don't know if I can say this on YouTube, but because there's YouTube certain policies, I have to somewhat censor myself on here so I don't get kicked off. But if you know, you probably know.
She said, I encourage Americans to attend one of his rallies because people leave early out of exhaustion and boredom.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I guess Kamala, there's debates on if her crowd sizes are actually real or not. I don't care. But Biden, no one ever went to see a Biden rally. And Trump rallies are always packed. I don't know. Like, what are they talking about?
Killed him.
It killed him. It took him out.
It went.
Then she said,
it's mostly the size.
the size of his rallies. Then she says to him, she brings up the Wharton School where he attended
and the
school and
economists.
said, they said your plan would implode the deficit. Finally, she says, Biden and I had to clean up your mess.
Yeah.
Notice how she has to read every single word. Biden and I had to clean up his mess. Like, that's the common thing that presidents will say. Oh, I had to clean up the mess of the previous administration. This bitch, I mean, I know it's not really an important point, but I just want to highlight how stupid she is. Thank you.
Your mess.
Yeah.
She also called him a disgrace, weak, and said that other leaders laugh at him.
I'm good.
Oh yeah, is she really talking about Joe Biden? Because what are you like? What?
Let me show. Can I just
need
do
to
the
see it.
walkout?
Yeah.
This
The walkout was the best.
She said just like this. Now, this may not be what was coming out of her mouth, but this is what her body was saying. And then,
That's what happened.
that's what happened. And then she said her name correctly.
Yeah.
Yes,
And you
she
notice
did.
he didn't say it at all.
All right, that's all I can take from these women. I can't take any more of this lion's den, the hens. I cannot stand another second. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of their analysis of the debate and what did you think of the debate. I'm sure most of my audience is going to say Trump won, but I'm more curious. Did you think it was one of Trump's stronger debates? Let me know in the comments below. I do read them. And thank you so much. Adios.